Hi, everyone. This is Linda Emanuel on Alternative Revelations. You're listening to podcast number 145. And this is a really, really life saving podcast. I'm going to show you or tell you how to survive and get out of the kill zone if you're trapped in a kill zone with the 5G frequency. First of all, it would be helpful if you pulled up my PDF that Mosh wrote. Mosh is the one I communicate with. He's a frequency expert. He only had one life on Earth, and it was 100 years ago, and he came down to Earth at that time to save humanity, and the Jesuits killed him. So he's back. I think he's going to right the wheel. It's not about karma. It's just about, hey, I'm going to do it this time, and he's got a way. He gave it to me right before I went on the Michael Deacon show today. It was like amazing. This is amazing. Okay, if you are trapped in these kill zones. I don't know how many people are going to be able to pull this up by day one. Okay, the whole scenario here this is the plan of the Jesuits. On September 15th, they will lock down these kill zones. So you'll know your city is a kill zone, okay? And if you're trapped in it, you've got a way to get out. Okay, what's going to go on is they're going to be using the smart meters, the underground fiber optics. I don't really talk about the fiber ground optics because they're kind of just in certain parts of the cities, Some cities don't even have it. Okay. On October 15th, they're going to shut off your cell phone and your internet because they do not want any people on the outside knowing what's going on. Okay? Because somebody may call and say, I don't have the coronavirus. I got shortness of breath, Okay. Day one. This is day one. This is a slow pot frog kill. This is the first thing you do. You're going to lose power on day one. They're going to cut off your power, but the smart meter is not cut off. So people are going to be fooled. They're going to say, well, the electric's shut off. Why turn the breakers off? You got to turn those breakers off, Mosh says. Because if you don't turn those breakers off, the frequency is pumping through your house through that smart meter. Okay? Turn those breakers off. Now, the smart meter on the outside is still pumping out that frequency, but it's not pulsing through your house. Okay? Jesuits are going to hate this. Okay, the first 7 days is a slow frog kill. This is what's going to kill people is the smart meters, not so much the towers, okay? The towers are overkill. Okay, the smart meters, the whole thing. On day 1 through 7, the smart meters are going to be pumping out the gigahertz of a X-ray machine at the airport. You might notice it, you might not, but people aren't going to notice it that much. Now, you're not even going to notice it at all if you turn off your breakers on day 1 because you're not going to have power anyway. And you wrap that smart meter in aluminum window screening. You won't even feel any effects. This is a really good chance to be able to survive. You're not getting the effects of the smart meter in your house where you're sleeping and where you're living because it's going to be kind of cold a little bit in November when this is going on. Okay, so you got that breakers off on that smart meter and you got that smart meter wrapped just for safety. Day 7. They're cranking up your smart meter, which is not going to affect you. They're cranking it up to double 20 gigahertz. Now that's twice the power of the X-ray machine at the airport, and people in the airport were getting cancer from just being around 10 gigahertz. So your breakers are off. You're not getting pulsed with the gigahertz inside your house. Now people at the 20 gigahertz, if they don't have their breakers off, they're going to start experiencing that change in frequency, but they don't do anything. They just don't notice it. They're the frog in the pot, Now this is critical. This is your critical time coming up. Day 10. This is the beginning of the kill. On day 10, the smart meters, this is all programmed, okay, by maybe computer, remote. This is all remotely done too. The smart meters attached to your house are kicked up to 35 gigahertz, okay? If your smart meter is not disconnected from your breakers, those smart meters are pumping out That 35 gigahertz. And 35 gigahertz causes the electrons on the oxygen to spin, and people cannot breathe. And people on day 10, with that 35 gigahertz pulsing through the house where they're sleeping, they got windows closed, the air is soon being unbreathable. People are beginning to feel the symptoms of oxygen deprivation. They might have shortness of breath, dizziness, not real significant. They might think they're coming down with the coronavirus, but they don't leave the kill zone. And anyway, you couldn't leave the kill zone at day 10 even if you wanted to, okay? They got it all blocked. They got blockades around your city with the National Guard, whoever. And the media is probably telling you maybe they're on a remote site sending you information. I wouldn't be surprised if the media is telling you, everybody's got the coronavirus in that kill zone. They won't say kill zone though. Okay, this is critical coming up, okay? Very, very, very critical. This is day 10 through 14. The meters are kicking out, the smart meters are kicking out that 35 gigahertz, making those atoms spin on the oxygen. By day 11 and 12, people can hardly breathe. Extreme symptoms of oxygen deprivation. People are rushing to the hospitals and dying. By day 14, 75% of the people are dead. But you're not going to be dead because you disconnected those breakers from that smart meter. It's not pulsing through your house. And you've covered your smart meter with that aluminum screening, haven't you? You're not feeling the smart meter, are you? You're still healthy. And if anything, you're outside getting fresh air. Now, Sweden is living through the 35 gigahertz towers. They're not dead yet. The reason they are not dead is because they do not have smart meters. The smart meters are the ones that are going to kill people in the kill zone. The towers are just going to finish off all life. Okay, your window of opportunity is day 13 and 14. Okay? Day 15 possibly, because those outside cell towers are cranked up to 35. I don't remember what they are at day 18. I know at day 19 or day 20, those outside, let me go look, okay? I just want to make sure. See what they are. Hold on. Day 14. Okay, the cell towers on day 10 through 14 are 35 gigahertz. Okay. On the killing zone. Okay. Okay. Day 15 is kind of critical. Both your house smart meter and the kill zone cell towers are at 50 gigahertz. That's not survivable. Day 15 is the last day you're going to be able to get out. Day 13 and 14 is better. Keep track of the days because you don't want to lose track, okay? So on day 15, the cell towers and the smart meters are cranking out 50. That's by day 16. If you were in your smart zone or smart meter house getting pumped with 35 gigahertz frequency, you're dead. You're dead by 16 because 50 going through your house, you can't live. And 50 outside, 50 more of the smart meters killed you. All life, even those people who were alive, those 25% of people alive, they can't survive 50 gigahertz in their house. But you've got your smart meter disconnected from your wiring. You're not getting the pulse of the smart meter going through your house. You've got that aluminum screening around your smart meter blocking that frequency from coming in your house from the outside. Because people have felt the effect of the 5G outside going into the house through the walls. Okay, so your window of opportunity is day 13 and 14. No later than 15. 15, you might not make it because 15, it's pumping that 50 gigahertz out, and that's really critical. So day 13 and 14, you might be able to, people are going to be dead in the zone, in the kill zone. They're going to be dead by, most of them are going to be dead. Even the people that are at the blockade, they're going to be dead. And so you might not have any trouble getting your car. But you're not going to be able to get over any bridges. They're going to have blocked off and the roads blocked. So you're going to have a plan of escape where you can escape. Like if you can escape over a bridge where there's safety on the other side, you're going to have to walk across the bridge because they're going to have concrete barriers across the bridges to keep people from escaping the kill zone. This is planned. This is not some fluke. They've got this really planned out. But they can't be orchestrating it in the kill zone because nobody will be alive in the kill zone. They can't have minions in the kill zone. They can't. People will be dead in the kill zone on day 14, 15. So your window of opportunity is day 13 and 14 when most everybody's dead. There's nobody monitoring the blockades. You'll be able to maybe drive your car as far as you can, and then walk across a bridge, get across a highway. Usually highways are a lot of the boundaries. Walking across a highway, not walking down a highway. Well, you're going to have to get out of the boundary, and you're going to have to be a mile. You got to get a mile away from that kill zone because on day, let me make sure here. Okay, on day, hold on, let's see. Sorry about this. It's hard to keep track of everything. Okay, day 15 through 17, both the smart meter and the kill zone cell towers are at 50. And on day 18, the kill zone towers are cranked up to 60 and you can't survive that. That's microwave energy. If you try to escape the kill zone on day 18 or later, you're dead. You'll be dead. You might be dead. You can't survive 60 more than 2 days. You'll be dead. So your escape route is going to have to be day 13 and 14 and possibly 15. I think you can survive the towers at 50 outside, but not inside. The smart meters will kill you inside at 50 because there's the oxygen inside isn't. You got your windows closed. People think they're sick. They're not going to open the windows to get air. So that's the plan, a strategy to get out of these kill zones. I hope nobody ever who's listening to this has to do it. But call up that document Mosh wrote. It's on my website on the front page near the top. So I think it's pretty ingenious that he came up with the way to get out of the kill zones, isn't it? It's not me that did this. I had to write it all down, but they're going to fool people on day one. That's the whole trick of this whole thing. Day one, people aren't going to think about turning off their breakers. They're going to think the power's off anyway. You got to turn those breakers off. Day one in that kill zone. Turn those breakers off and wrap that smart meter in aluminum screening like Dana Ashley suggested. It does. The aluminum, it's got to be aluminum, will keep that smart meter energy from getting into your house from the outside. So you are going to have a chance. You are really going to have a solid chance of surviving. Because by day 10 or by day 11, your house isn't cranking 35 gigahertz. You're not getting anything. And by day 11, 12, 13, 14, you'll still be okay. And you're going to be able to walk out. Maybe a motorcycle, maybe a bicycle, Bicycle wouldn't be a bad idea because I think if you don't get the effect of the 35 gigahertz in the smart meter, I think you're going to be pretty good. Most people aren't going to realize to turn off their breakers to keep that smart meter from pumping through your electricity. And on day 19 in the kill zone, they're going to crank up those smart meters to 60 gigahertz, which is microwave energy, and houses are going to explode and ignite and burn to the ground and turn to ashes, just like out in California when they surged those 60 gigahertz through those houses out in California and they exploded. Those were smart meters that did that. Sometimes it was direct energy weaponry. So I hope this was helpful. Be aware, prepare, and be safe. Know how to escape the kill zone. So until next time, good night and God bless.